If you're peeling back the layers of what it really means to be well, let's talk about one of the most overlooked foundations of health: water. Your body is made up of over 60 to 70% of water. Every cell, every thought, every emotion depends on proper hydration. And yet, most tap water today contains toxins and microplastics that burden the body instead of nourish it. This is why I love Kangen water by Enagic. Through a process called electrolysis, the machine creates high pH, antioxidant rich water that's rich in minerals like magnesium and calcium. It's designed to deeply hydrate your cells, like drinking fresh water from a mountain stream. The higher the pH settings support mineral density and cellular hydration, which directly impacts your energy, mental clarity, mood, and overall well being. Here's a fun fact: just a 1% drop in hydration can increase symptoms of anxiety and low mood. Hydration isn't just physical, it's emotional and mental too. If we're serious about becoming fully human, fully embodied, and fully alive, we can't ignore the water we drink every single day. If this resonates, reach out. There's a link in the show notes to contact me directly. Your body and your nervous system will thank you. Hey guys, it's Olivia. I am sharing today what has been a big game changer for me on my healing journey. And when I speak about healing, I mean returning to wholeness, returning to me, my full essence. It's not anything but that. And part of me returning to my full essence, my own healing, has been really embodying the remembrance of letting myself be human. For so long on my spiritual awakening journey, I escaped. I pretended that I didn't feel emotions because I straight away went to the bigger picture. And whilst that is a skill to develop, to hold that optimism, to hold that faith, that line of faith that your guides, divine, all is as it's meant to be, shortcutting straight to that only creates more stress and patterning in your body. It it was a constant cycle I was in, and it wasn't until it kept building up. I kept bypassing my human self and ignoring what my body was saying, which was tension or rage from a very disrespectful comment from someone. I would store it and then I'd carry it, and then it would play out in ways that weren't necessarily mine. It was lineage behavior that was playing out, and I was escaping that. And by lineage, I mean those who came before me, how they behaved, that passive, that pushing it down. And whilst I convinced myself that I had this skill of seeing the bigger picture and holding that grace for life and trust, my body didn't agree. So when you zoom out, it's your higher self, your spirit, your source, you as source, merging with your body, and they call this dissension. So ascension is a spirit and dissension's in your body. And the two need to collide, they need to unite, they need to merge to really live you, because that doesn't exist if you're just living in those higher realms. You're not actually fully planting yourself on earth. So your energy field isn't playing out or vibrating outwardly as safe. So you'll naturally attract opportunity, or not opportunities, circumstances that will test that, will show you that you actually don't feel safe in your body. So this is your reminder to allow yourself to feel when there is a disrespect in your environment, when there is something that disheartens you, when you hear or read or see what's happening in the world and a response comes from that. Allow that. That shows you your values and who you are at the end of the day. But feel it, be with it, nurture it and then let it pass, because emotions don't actually last for long. It's only when we grasp onto them and then our mind creates a story about them that they then create the spiraling in the mind, and we become in this loop, this stuck cycle. That doesn't make sense. Stuck and cycle are two separate words, but it's a stuck cycle. I like that. Um, mm. So that's my seed that I'm sharing, a seed of insight today, honoring you for leaning into you and finding me on here, because naturally you're choosing yourself. Those tuning in, I know you're the ones choosing more of yourself, and that is a service to not only you, but your loved ones and the world. So keep choosing your human and your divine self, bridging the two always. Thanks for tuning into this minisode. We'll chat soon. Bye.